What was the biggest struggle that you had before you joined this journey with us?
Oh, look, I mean, I really think I'd never had a accountability, someone to actually say, pass over your health to us and let us manage it and remind you what to do, when to do it. It's a bit like I was doing all my do it yourself techniques, and, I did my own this and my own that. And I was learning from trial and error rather than letting people who've been doing it for a while tell me, hey, you need to do this. This is actually the way it works. I'm doing as much as I can, but I do realize if I followed you 100%, my results would be improved dramatically.
Well, 75 to 80% still got you 10 kilos down, which is a pretty big win in my book.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you first jumped on the call, man, you didn't even recognize you. You look like a new person. So, who's this guy? Someone's broken into Art's house. You look so much different in a good way because I remember a very first phone call we had, right? You were really reluctant about taking on this journey. I might have been a little bit harsh. And I said, do you want to make the change or not? And I think you said respectfully, no, I don't think I'm ready. And then about 3 days later, you sent me an email. You said, you know what? Let's do it. And here we are.
Yeah, we're talking, and I was umming and ahhing that you're gonna do nothing. So yeah, I said, that's it. I'm not gonna do it. I just need to do it. And that's what I decided. I said, fuck it. And that's what I've done. Yeah. So it was more like putting myself and saying, I really need to do this. If you're telling me you're looking after my health and I'm not looking after my health, there's something wrong here. There's something really wrong. I love this accountability stuff where you used to call and just give us a hiding and say, hey, what the fuck you doing? And I'm like, okay, all right, all right, yeah, I understand. And it slowly got into the psyche. And yeah, I feel completely different to when I started on the 18th of November last year, which is in about 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you're literally like a brand new person. Your confidence seems through the roof. You seem happier. Like you said, you only followed the program 75, 80%. And we don't ask anybody to follow it 100% because it's impossible. We're not robots. There's going to be days where you're going to mess up. There's going to be days where you skip a gym session. All that we ask is follow it 75, 80% of the time, and you will get the result. When people, they're too harsh on themselves, they have a really bad day and think, oh, well, diet's over now. And they just go back to their old habits and end up on that hamster wheel for the rest of their life. So I'm glad that we got you off that hamster wheel. And I'm glad that, yes, losing that 10 kgs is good. And we do have some more to go. But I think the biggest transformation has been with your mind and like your mental kind of that side of things.
And I absolutely, I mean, there's a great saying and I love it. And it says, the teacher comes when the student is ready.